Welcome back to the Sunday Footy Show. Very shortly we'll be joined by the acting Premier of Victoria, James Molino. We are going to stick with that for a very short time only. But in the meantime, let's have a look at this game.
The West Coast Eagles kicked 9 goals straight to half-time and only 2 more goals for the rest of it. The Bombers, they got 29 points down at one stage. Merritt 37, Paris 36, Langford 28. Stringer and Tipperwoody, they were brilliant in the game. But it's great to have Will Snelling on the show this morning. He's a player that's developing really well, become a constant in the Bombers forward line. And Will, congratulations. Where does that win stand in terms of the best you've been a part of in your short career at Essendon today?
Thanks for having me, boys. Yeah, it's got to be up there. I think it's always a hard-fought game over here. So come away with the points in, 3 in a row now. So it's been pretty exciting.
It was sensational. Talk us through that first half. I think you played pretty well, but they were just very efficient with his scoring, and obviously their ability to kick 9 goals straight made the most of their chances. But the change in the game, did you feel like you started to overpower them with your running game?
Yeah, like you say, I think it was a pretty contested game to start, and we're never really out of it, but they bloody wouldn't miss. So I think when we took our chances and started putting them on the scoreboard, it was actually quite an even game. And it just came down to some pivotal moments. I think, whether that was Tipper's tackles in 450 or Zerk Thatcher's others, I think those 1%ing moments where, in other weeks we probably haven't got it done. This week we just really, had these key moments like Waterman stood up and Laverde stood up late. So it's good to see these young guys really just standing up for teams.
We talk about the players who make the highlight reel like Jake Stringer, Zach Merritt being really good, but players career best form at the moment, guys like Langford, you got guys like Nick Hine from half back, also Laverde you just mentioned, 3 guys that we don't hear a lot about but probably career best form.
Absolutely, yeah, it's a bit of a revelation down back to Jado, and he's working really hard on that. Even guys like James Stewart who have been flicked back as well. So I think the younger guys stepping up too has been really exciting. Parrish, Merritt, McGrath. So yeah, it's been an even contribution, and we're not relying on any one player anymore.
Brownie touched on Jake Stringer. I heard him speak earlier on in the year about his weight loss and the way he's transformed his body. Did you notice that in the pre-season? And has the standards in general at your footy club improved?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Trucks had a very strong line from day one of pre-season, and everyone's really bought into it, especially Jake. He's really reaping the rewards now of, kicked 3 again, I think, last night, and pretty consistent performer outside of his injury. So, yeah, I think the expectation's really clear now and everyone's really bought into it.
Well, what have you been told as a club to this point? And we know that this is almost certainly going to change in some form, but with regards to next week, the Dreamtime game, the big Dreamtime game, do you think you'll be playing in Perth?
Yeah, I think that's the word so far. I think they've just said to be flexible still, but I think given the cases and whatnot and the lockdown, I think it's probably looking more likely to shape up in Perth. But yeah, we'll be ready to fly back at the drop of a hat, and I think for Melbourne supporters. But I think over here we've got a really strong contingent in Perth, so we're happy to play wherever.
I was going to ask you, who do you reckon the majority of fans will be supporting? You or Richmond, given there's a fair rivalry between Essendon and the West Coast Eagles, a la the jacket wave?
Yeah, it'll be an interesting one. No, they showed out last night, our Bombers fans in Perth. So, yeah, I never know. It'd be interesting to see what the split is next week.
And Will, Anthony McDonald, Tipperwoody, he's just one of those playing footy. He's just deadly around goals. He just rarely misses, and he was one of those, obviously one of the players in that second, third quarter that helped with the turnaround.
Yeah, unbelievable player, and such a great teammate, and in those mercurial moments we need someone to just turn the tide. A couple of those goals were just so timely, and I love playing with him, even under a bit of duress with the headbandage. He managed to still play a really great game.
And Darcy Parish is putting together some sort of season, though, as is Zach Merritt. The combination of those two in the middle of the ground, it's gone to new levels this year, hasn't it, with what they are doing by way of impact?
Oh. Yeah, absolutely. I think, that sort of chemistry they're building in there, along with Andy McGrath and Cole Langford, is really showing out now with our, chemistry going forward. So, it's an exciting combination, and they're all only so young. So it'll be interesting to see how we go in the next few years.
Are you getting into him about signing that contract? Get him to stay at Essendon?
I'll leave that with him. That's not for me to push him. But, no, I think going by results and the way he's brought into the culture and, his leadership position, I think he's looking pretty happy at the minute.
Who's your favourite player, Will? And are you happy with your own form, mate?
I've got to say Waller's probably my favourite at the minute. little bit of chemistry up forward.
Yep.
And, going pretty well. Yeah, I think, brought in this role with Truck given me and, along with that forward pressure and just playing my role for the team. So, it's exciting team to be a part of. It's really young and I think we've got a lot of growth still to go.
Yeah, just got to play a role. Very good, the role players. They're very important.
He's having a really good year, Will is, and it's fantastic to see him
Willie.
develop. My votes from yesterday.
Any for
Willie? Not quite. Zach Merritt gets 8, Parrish 8, Langford, brilliant. I would have loved to put Laverty in, but Dom Sheed had 43 disposals for the West Coast.
Good on you, Will. However long you're away from Melbourne, hope you enjoy yourself and I hope the results go your way. And we really do appreciate your time this morning, mate.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.